Ma, where are you going with all that food?
I'm stashing it away from Rose's mother. She's on a special diet. I hate those people. You turn your back for a second, boom, boom, your food is gone. Anything on your plate is suddenly on their diet.
Come on, Ma. You haven't even met Rose's mother.
I know a lot of old people. They're all the same. They're cranky. They're demanding. They repeat themselves. They're cranky.
Ma, what makes you think she's old? She's the same age as you.
So how come she ordered her a wheelchair at the airport, a special meal on the plane, and put an oxygen tank in the garage?
Maybe she's a disabled welder on a special diet. Listen, Ma, I want you to be nice to her. Maybe you can even show her some of the sights. That must be them.
Well, thanks again for the ride home, Dirk. I'll see you at Tuesday's jazzercise class.
I'll see you then.
Okay.
Unless I see you before then. I mean, if you wouldn't mind, maybe we could go out.
My Dirk, did I just hear you ask me for a date? Are you deaf? I heard him from here.
So, Blanche, you think maybe we could have dinner Saturday night?
Well, why don't I just check my date book and I'll let you know.
Sure. I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Well, isn't this an interesting turn of events? Gosh, I just don't know what I'm going to do. You know, he is a little bit younger than I am. What's your stepmother? That's a girl.
Oh, Rosie, I haven't been a girl since 1912.
Why, look who's here. I want you all to meet my mother, Mrs. Lindstrom. This is Blanche, and this is Dorothy, and Sophia.
Very nice to meet you. Tell me, how was your trip?
It was just fine. Which one of them is hard of hearing?
Oh, it is, Mother. We just didn't want you to have to strain to hear us.
But there's nothing wrong with my ears.
Oh, of course there isn't. Now, you sit right down here, and I'll fix you a little snack. Well, how long will you be visiting with us, Mrs. Lindstrom? Oh, only a week. Then she's off to Houston to see my brother. Is your name Mrs. Lindstrom? Mrs. Lindstrom, how would you like a little tour of our home while Rose is fixing that snack?
Oh, I don't think this is a good time for that, Blanche. Mother's had a big day, and I don't want her to get overtired.
Well, she can skip the East Wing, Rose.
Maybe tomorrow.
Now, come on, why don't you take a little nap while I fix you something to eat?
Rosie, I'm not a child. I don't need a nap.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with taking a nap. Bob Hope takes naps. Unless he's in the bedroom now taking one, I think she'd rather stay here with us.
Sophia, please, I know what's best for my mother. Come on, honey, let's get you unpacked. Right down there.
Seems like a very nice lady.
Yeah, too bad Rose won't get off her back. You know what I think? I think I can handle this relationship with Dirk. I'm going out with him Saturday night.
Was there ever any doubt?
Momentarily. This is strictly off the record, but Dirk's nearly 5 years younger than I am.
Then what, Blanche? Dog years?
However, I have decided to overlook that minor detail and succumb to the Vesuvius of passion that is about to erupt from me. Stand back, we're going to get something on us. I am talking about what's happening between Dirk and me. It's something really special, something fragile and rare. I've only felt this once before. It was during my 17th summer, and I was working behind the cosmetics counter at the Rexall drugstore. I was stocking the Maybelline display when I heard this booming voice say, "Excuse me, ma'am, where are the cuticle scissors?" I turned around, and there he was, our eyes locked, and for one brief moment, there was nobody else on earth but the two of us.
Please, Blanche, Sidney Sheldon tells shorter stories.
I know in my heart, if I'd just followed my feelings that day at the Rexall drugstore, today I would be Mrs. Andy Griffith. I tell you what, I'm not going to make the same mistake with Dirk that I made with Andy.
Didn't she tell us that story before?
Yes, but the last time it was Woolworth's a toenail clipper and John Cameron Swayze.
time I get in that position is when I give birth.
Ash, my back.
Are you all right?
No, but it's worth it. No pain, no gain. Gotta look good for Dirk. A man his age is used to a trim body with good tone.
Should buy him a princess phone. What are you doing now?
I'm taking my bee pollen and my sheep's liver extract and my fish oil protein. I'm getting younger with each passing day.
Great, great. When they defrost Walt Disney, he'll have someone to go out with.
Go ahead, make fun. These treatments are working.
Oh, come on, Blanche. Now think about it for a minute. If you feel you have to go through all of this, then what kind of a relationship can this possibly be?
A youthful relationship. A relationship that I want. Dorothy, Dirk is the youngest man I've ever dated. If I'm going to keep him, I got to give it all I got. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got some road work to do. Oh, hi, Blanche. You look terrific. Thanks. Blanche looks terrible.
She looks terrible because all she eats is bee pollen.
I know. Isn't it ironic that the bees look so good?
Rose, what are you doing home?
I came home early to be with Mother.
No, my mother took her to the track.
You let her out of the house?
Oh, she dug a tunnel out of her bedroom with a dessert spoon.
Oh, my Lord, she's out on the street and it's almost dark.
Honey, she's fine. She's with my mother.
Oh, Sophia's different, Dorothy. She's your mother. My mother's led a very quiet life. All this is going to be too much for her.
Come on, honey. She's out betting on the horses, not rounding them up.
Mother, are you all right? She's fine. I'm $50 in the hole. Rose, I won $400.
I told you she was all right. Congratulations, Alma. Mom, I'll be in the living room in case you decide to explain where you got the $50 that you just lost.
Sophia, what time does that mall close? I feel like getting wild. I'll buy you some of that bikini underwear. That rides up on me. Mother, you've had quite enough for one day. Now you sit right down there and I'll bring you a nice cup of tea. I don't want a cup of tea. I want to go out and have fun. Mother, you know how you get when you get tired. You're liable to lose your balance and break a hip. That's exactly how it happened the last time. Rosie, I broke my hip ice skating. Do you want to go back to the hospital? Did you have fun the last time? I had more fun than I'm having here with you. Mother, stop mothering me. You make me sorry I came.
Come on, Rose, you just checked the door 2 minutes ago.
Thought I heard something. I should never have let them go shopping. It's too dangerous.
What are you talking about?
Just this morning, I read where 1,400 people were injured in a food riot in Calcutta. Oh, Sophia, thank goodness you're home. Where's Mother? She was feeling lucky, so she wanted to try her hand at highlight.
Why didn't you go with her?
I'm too short to play highlight. Sophia, you left my mother alone roaming through a strange city? Who's roaming? She has a bus map, $400, and a Spanish-English dictionary. I can't believe my mother's out riding around on a smelly old bus, being pushed around, harassed, and possibly even mugged by hostile teenagers with bad haircuts.
Rose, you are overreacting. Come on now, your mother is not a helpless little girl. She is an active, vital woman who can take care of herself.
I'll get that. Hello? Yes, this is she. Oh, my Lord!
Rose, what is it?
Yes, I understand. I'll be right down. Rose, what's wrong? That was the police.
What's the matter? Is it your mother? Is she all right?
She's fine. She's at the police station. They picked up my vital, active mother. She was lost and disoriented. What do you say to that?
Now calm down, Rose.
I have to go.
I'm going to go with you.
No, thanks. You've been quite enough help already.
Well, I hope Alma's all right.
Don't worry about Alma. She's a tough old broad. Look at me. I have turned back the hands of time. Since Dirk asked me out, I've dropped 10 years. While my face is smooth, my body is taut, and my gears are grinding.
Blanche, no matter what you do to your face, your body, or your gears, you are still your age.
Of course you are. Gravity always takes its toll. Look at me. I used to be a tall, voluptuous blonde with a butt like granite. When Dirk looks at me, you think he sees an old woman? No. He sees a young, vibrant, passionate contemporary.
Blanche, you haven't even been out with him yet.
Oh, but my instincts are infallible in this. Believe me, I know men.
No arguments here.
A husband like Dirk could keep me young another 20 years. Or kill you.
You look gorgeous.
Oh, well, really? Oh, goodness, I didn't even have time to put on my makeup. Would you mind waiting out in the van, Dirk? I'll be with you in just a minute.
Sure.
I do believe the man said gorgeous. I'm going to live forever.
Not outside of an institution.
You almost finished?
Yeah, but I don't want to come out. It's the only peace and quiet I've had in 2 days. Blanche thinks she's Peter Pan and Rose is turning into Mommy Dearest.
That's nothing. You think you're Josephine the plumber.
Oh, Ma, I saved us at least $50.
Good, between that and what I lost at the track, you're even. I told you, Rose, they had no right to take me in. I merely flagged a policeman to ask for directions, and before I knew it, he dragged me to the police station. He was only trying to help you, Mother. And you had the gall to scold me like a child in front of all those people. Well, there's no point in trying to talk to you when you feel like this. After a good night's sleep, you won't be so testy. We'll discuss this in the morning. I won't be here in the morning. What? I'm leaving early for Houston. I'll certainly have a much better time at your brother's. I'm gonna help her pack. Then I'll see if I can win some of that 400 from her before she leaves.
Oh, Rose, honey, come on, she's just angry. I'm sure she didn't mean it.
How could she talk to me like that? I'm only trying to take care of her.
Honey, can I talk to you as one daughter to another? Do you remember way back when we were teenagers? What was the one thing that we wanted most from our mothers?
Training bra?
Honey, the thing we wanted most was to be treated as adults. But then, as we get older, we turn right around and start treating our mothers like little girls. Honey, all your mother wants to do is be treated like a woman. Is that asking too much?
I got a jack. You got a queen. Okay, I owe you $40. Sophia, could you excuse us? If I gotta go now, I don't owe you anything. Who says? House rules. Okay. Mother, am I really making you miserable? Yes, you are. I know you don't mean to, but you are. Oh, I'm sorry. Won't you stay and give me another chance? I don't know, Rosie. I know I drive you crazy, but it's just because I love you so much. You know, after Daddy died, I just thought I'd never get over it. And Charlie, well, there's not a day goes by that I don't think about him. And now that you're getting older, I'm afraid I'm going to lose you too. That's why I fuss over you so much. I understand, Rosie. But stopping me from living isn't going to stop me from dying. Oh, I can't stand to think about it. Well, then don't. That's just a joy. What we have.
It's my best china. You got it for me when I got married. You remember?
Who could forget I carried it all the way from Sicily? And for what? So you could get divorced. I should have gotten you something returnable, like a donkey.
You know, I've eaten through a lot of great times on these plates.
Yeah. You know, with Alma here, I've been thinking a lot about the two of us.
No, what do you mean?
The one thing you never do is treat me like an old lady. You treat me like a person. I appreciate that. You're a good daughter, Dorothy.
I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to say.
I'll tell you what you could say. You could say I don't owe you the $50.
Ma, you are a crazy lady. Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you too, pussycat. Yes, I believe I will have the escargot and the duck à l'orange and a nice tossed salad with the blue cheese dressing.
I'll have the watercress salad with 2 lemon wedges, please.
Oh, that sounds great. I didn't even see that on my menu. I'll have the same thing. Isn't this a lovely place?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorite restaurants.
I'm into macrobiotics myself.
I am too. I just like this atmosphere. So, what did you do before you got into teaching aerobics?
I worked at a museum.
You're kidding me. I work at a museum. I love art.
Me too. I love lifting it.
I beg your pardon?
I used to unload the trucks. And I don't know why, but lifting those statues really helped develop my deltoids. See?
Yes, that's fascinating. Put that down, honey. Read any good books lately?
Pumping Iron. I saw the movie too, but I don't think it did the book justice.
How could it?
I really like being with you.
Well, thank you, Doug.
I like the way you sound and the way you look.
Well, thank you, Doug.
You remind me of my mother. She lives in Seattle and I haven't seen her for about 3 years. But when I'm with you, I kind of feel like I'm home with Mom.
Waiter. 86, the watercress. I'll have the orange duck and a double Jack Daniels on the rocks. Come on, one more hand. I'm tired, Sophia. I'd like to cash in. Now, let's see. These are worth $1 a piece. I have 20 to 30 pretzel sticks here. Now you got pretzel dust.
Come on, Ma, don't be a sore loser. Now, you owe her $30.
You're absolutely right, Dorothy. I stand corrected. Pay her. She's getting late. I wonder how Blanche's date is going.
I'm getting a little worried.
Me too. I don't feel comfortable with her dating a younger man.
Oh, I'm not concerned about her dating a younger man. It's just that her expectations are so high.
You mean you approve?
Well, why not? I mean, what's so terrible? I did it once.
You dated a younger man?
Yes, Rose, of course, it was before I had the hump on my back.
Personally, I don't see anything wrong with dating a younger man. The 3 years I had with Ben were some of the happiest of my life. Mother! Well, after Daddy died and you kids moved out, there was just no way I could handle a place by myself. So I hired a farmhand. He was such a nice young man. He raved about my cooking. I guess they didn't feed him very well in prison. Anyway, we just love being with each other. Of course, it was a particularly lonely time for me, and it was nice to have someone to talk to. And after a while, he moved in. I don't think I could have gotten through those years without Ben. But when it was over, it was over. But we were both better off for having known each other.
Mother, how could you? A drifter? An ex-con? Oh, I'm sorry. You said he made you happy. That's what matters. He was probably very nice for a drifting ex-con.
Thank you, Rosie. I think I will go to bed now. Good night.
Good night, Alma.
Wait, I'll go with you. I'll bring the cars. Can I ask you a personal question, Alma? Did this Ben teach you how to gamble?
He taught me how to play cards and how to carve a pistol out of soap.
Do you think our kids are going to want us around when we're their age?
Oh, Rose, they don't want us now.
I don't want to talk about it.
Wait a minute. What's the matter? What happened?
Oh, my date with Dirk was a disaster. He was looking for a mother, not a lover. It was humiliating.
I think it's sweet.
You would, Betty Crocker. Oh, I'm sorry, Rose. I'm just a little depressed. For the first time in my life, I feel over 40.
You know why that is, honey?
Why?
Because you're over 50.
Don't I know it? Over 50 and over the hill.
Oh, come on, Blanche. Age is just a state of mind.
Tell that to my thighs. Oh, I just feel awful. I don't even want to go on. No, I can't stand it. I cannot stand it.
Well, I can't either. Listen, you have your looks, your health, you have a couple bucks in the bank, and friends who love you, and that's a hell of a lot more than most people have. And I'm just not going to sit here and listen to you feeling sorry for yourself, and neither is Rose.
Yeah. She's right.
Absolutely incredible.
Oh, it was fantastic, Sophia. Really fantastic. I know. Did you see that Emma Jane eat?
Oh.
I could not believe my eyes. That woman must weigh 275 pounds. She never stopped shoving it in. And then she had to talk the entire time. She just sprayed food all over the table. Like a mist. I got it in my hair. It was hitting me like pellets. I got a piece of rice in my eye. She could have put my eye out. Well, I never had food like that in my life. spent a summer in Italy 4 years ago. I never ate this well. Of course, I never ate. Who had the time or the energy to get my drift? No. Oh, Rose. Italian men are just the sexiest, most romantic, most gorgeous men in the world. And of course, they just worship me because I'm blonde and feminine and young with a great body.
What mirror do you use?
Oh, Sophia, now you've done enough. Girls, we're doing the dishes. You just sit. Fine with me. I'm exhausted. I've been cooking for 2 days. I offered to help you, Sophia, but you said no. You're Scandinavian. What do you know? 1,000 ways to make herring? Well, not 1,000, but a lot. And I'm famous for my Lindstrom surprise. What in the world is that? Herring pie. This surprise is, you think it's pie, like an apple, you know, but when you bite into it, it's herring. Fun. My cat was named Lindstrom. I used to make it for him on his birthday and other holidays.
Wait a minute, your last name was Lindstrom. You named your cat Lindstrom Lindstrom?
Yes, it was less confusing for him. I'm gonna clear the stuff from inside. She's something.
A real pistol.
Energy she has. Look at this meal she made. It's just incredible. You know what? She's in the other room starting to clear up. We can't let her do that. Oh, you're right. Come on. She's done enough for one night.
Ma, now listen, you're...
Oh, boy. I ate too much chili.
What's the matter?
I got a bubble.
Why are you rubbing your chest?
The bubble is in my chest.
What do you mean you have a bubble? What, is it pain?
If it was pain, I'd call it pain. I have a bubble.
Blanche, do you know what a bubble is?
I know what a bubble is. I know what it is. I've had a bubble. In your head. A bubble is something that just sits there and presses until it's chased away by, you know what.
No, what, Rose? A highway patrolman?
Dorothy.
What?
A big belch.
You couldn't say belch. What is it, a Viking curse?
Well, it's not the nicest word in the world. Right now, it'll be the nicest sound in the world.
Ma, you know, you don't look good.
I'm short and I'm old. What did you expect? Princess Di?
I think we should call the doctor.
I don't need a doctor.
Listen, Blanche, would you call, please? The number's by my bed. Dr. Harris.
I hate doctors. The only doctor I ever liked was Dr. Clyde, our vet. He was wonderful. My mother wanted him to do her hysterectomy, but he wouldn't.
But he was willing to do her lobotomy.
Oh,
What, Ma? What?
pain.
What kind of pain?
The kind that hurts.
Ma, lie down. Just lie down. Lie down.
Dorothy, what if I'm having a heart
You're
attack?
not having a heart attack.
How do you know? You're not a doctor.
You're not having a heart attack. Why do you think you're having a heart attack?
I'm 80 years old. I got Pavarotti sitting on my chest. Odds are it's a heart attack. The doctor was out, but they're trying to locate him, so I called the paramedics, and they're on the way.
Oh, great, great.
Dorothy, do we have heart disease in our family?
No, Ma.
How did Uncle Mario die?
Don't you remember? He was carrying out the garbage and dropped his gun, and it went off and shot him in the forehead.
Oh, yeah, right. What a klutz. Didn't Aunt Teresa have a heart attack?
Aunt Teresa didn't have a heart.
Uncle Nunzio?
Uncle Nunzio died to get away from Aunt Teresa.
My mother died of old age, and my father fell off a donkey, so we got healthy hearts in our family.
Very, very healthy.
That's good. That's a good thing. There shouldn't be heart attacks, or cancer, or anything like that. There should just be a certain age where you have to turn your life in, like a library book. You pack a bag, you go, and that's that. I wouldn't know what to pack. Of course, you know, the real question is, do they have dry cleaners there? Well, dry cleaners die. There's probably a slew of dry cleaners.
Please shut up.
How about if I make a pot of coffee while we're waiting?
Oh, great. Good idea. Thanks, Blanche.
Rose. Oh, I'll come help. What if I die, Dorothy?
Ma, you're not going to die. Now, look, I don't want you to talk. Just rest.
Rest? I could be history in 20 minutes. I got some things I have to tell you. The key to my safe deposit box, it's in my underwear
Oh,
drawer.
Mom,
Don't
please.
interrupt. Don't let your Aunt Renata come to the services. It's my death. She'll make it her moment. Dorothy, you were always my favorite. I want you to know that. Maybe I didn't show it. I'm not an affectionate person. But you are. Don't tell your sister. And keep the silver.
Okay.
You know, I'll probably see your father in heaven. I haven't seen him in 30 years. I wish there was time to get my hair done.
Maybe it isn't a heart attack.
Oh, Rose, honey, she's 80, and 80-something's got to go.
Well, not necessarily. My grandparents lived to their 90s. One was 102.
In Minnesota.
So?
Rose, you know how they freeze dead people to preserve them and bring them back? That's like living in Minnesota. The cold slows down the aging process. Oh, I would live there in a shot if only they had men there.
We have men in Minnesota.
Farmers, Rose, farmers. I'm an idiot.
Why?
I didn't think this would happen.
What?
Death, I didn't really think I'd die.
Ma, maybe someday, but not today.
It could be today, and you know what? I'm not ready. 80 years old, it would come as a complete surprise.
Ma, you're okay. You are not going to die.
I don't want to.
Who does?
You know, I'd settle for even just one more day. God knows why. Tomorrow I'm cleaning the closets.
Ma, I love you.
You know what, Dorothy?
What?
Death sucks. You want to be buried or cremated?
Neither.
But you want to be flushed down the toilet like a goldfish?
I wouldn't want to be cremated. I hate heat. And burial. I hate small spaces. I'm a little claustrophobic.
Rose, you're not going to know anything. You're going to be damned.
Oh. Well, then, burial, I guess. But will you promise to put a blanket in with me?
Why?
Oh, I just feel more comfortable. And cozier. And I'd want my pictures of Charlie and the animals. You know, the ones in the little silver frames. And my pictures of the children. And, of course, if I married again, I'd want a picture of my new husband. And the candlesticks Mama gave me.
Rose,
And
it's a coffin, not a condo.
this is a very depressing conversation.
Well, I want a fancy funeral. I want a big parade with a riderless horse. And then I want to lie in state. And then be buried in Arlington Cemetery.
Why Arlington Cemetery?
Because it's full of men.
But they're all dead.
So are the men I date. And I'm sorry I never tried acting. I always wanted to act.
Coffee's ready.
Oh, thanks, Blanche.
Sophia, you feel a little better?
Oh, my God.
I'm not dead. I'm resting.
Of course you're not dead.
Not yet.
Oh, Ma.
Don't, Mommy. Listen. Before you know it, I could be gone. And we won't have said some important stuff. I love you, Dorothy. Just remember that. I love you very, very much.
And I love you, Ma. Very, very much. I couldn't love you more.
And you too, Heckle and Jekyll. Thank you for letting me live here. It was some treat. You made an old lady feel young again. You're okay. We love you, Sophia.
Oh, we sure do.
This is nice to die with friends. I'm gonna close my eyes now, but I'm only resting.
God, where are the paramedics?
I'll go call them again. Rose, you stay with Dorothy.
Dorothy, she'll be fine. I'm sure it isn't a heart attack. A heart attack's bigger. I've seen a heart attack. Charlie had a heart attack.
And it wasn't like this?
Oh, it was much worse.
If only the paramedics would get here.
Charlie made me dress him when he had his heart attack before the paramedics got there.
But he wasn't dressed?
We were making love.
Oh, Rose, honey, you never told me. He died while you were making love?
Well, he didn't die then. He had his heart attack then. And he told me to dress him.
And?
dressed him. And then we had a fight. I grabbed a pair of white pants, and I was putting them on him, and Charlie said it was after Labor Day, and he couldn't wear one.
In the middle of a heart attack.
Oh, Charlie was very stubborn and very dapper.
And then what happened?
And he told me he loved me, and then it was over. And I put a pair of gray flannel pants on him, and a blue shirt, and a striped tie. And he was all dressed when the paramedics got there.
Girls, come here a minute. Listen, it's going to be a while. There's lots of trees down and accidents because of the storm, so the paramedics can't get through right away.
Oh, we have to do something. She needs help.
We can drive her to the hospital.
That's
No,
right.
but wait a minute, the hospital's 20 minutes from here. If the paramedics can't get through, what makes you think we can? We could get out there and get stuck. I think we ought to just wait for help.
She could be dying.
But what can we do?
Pray. Wait and pray. What? You're sitting on top of me. I open my eyes, I see pools like that. I think I'm on the moon. Did you have a nice nap, Sophia? I didn't have a nap. I died a little. I went to heaven.
Oh, Ma, you just slept is all.
You were there? Don't tell me where I went. I went to heaven. I saw the golden light and some angels in white robes with harps. I thought I was at Saks at Christmas. And then I saw your father. He was surrounded by women. He's in heaven. Did you see God and Jesus? They were busy. I think I'll go back.
Ma, don't go.
No, Dorothy. It's a wonderful place. I'm very excited about it.
Ma, I want you here.
Sophia, are there lots of men in heaven?
Oh, Blanche.
I'd like to know.
Dorothy, get me my rosary.
I'll be right back.
Listen, Sophia. What about men? Are there lots of men in heaven?
Oh, Blanche, come on.
Well, you asked her about God and Jesus.
Is there anything else we can get you, Sophia? A little tea, perhaps? I'm not in England. I'm having a heart attack.
Keep her company. I'm going to help Dorothy.
Sophia, you know, I always thought there'd be a Catholic heaven with nuns and priests and churches, and then a separate Protestant heaven with people and cows and horses, and then a Jewish heaven with libraries and furriers. You're starting to annoy me. You shouldn't annoy a sick person. Sophia, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help. You want to help? Be quiet. I'll be quiet. But just don't close your eyes. All right? Don't close your eyes.
Did you find them?
Oh, Blanche, what if she dies?
She's a tough lady, Dorothy. If anyone's a survivor, she is.
If she dies, I'll be an orphan. Can you believe it? I'm over 50 years old and I'll still feel like an orphan.
I know.
Doesn't matter. You lose a parent, you might as well be 6. It's scary. And it pushes you right up to the head of the line.
I know.
Oh, God, I don't know what I'll do. I love that lady so much. She's my family.
We're your family too, Dorothy. And you remember that. We might not be blood, but we're here.
Oh, God, I miss her already.
So there I was with no vet, and Antonia was about to give birth to her piglets. I just didn't know what to do. I mean, I had helped deliver Bessie the cow, but Petunia was so much more difficult.
If I died, would you stop telling the story?
Sophia, I'm sorry. I was just trying to get your mind off things.
I want my mind on things. I've got to make my peace, and I need some peace to do it.
I'll be quiet.
Thank you.
Here are your beads, Ma. I found them in a can of peanut brittle.
Of course, that's where I keep them.
Oh, the paramedics.
Do I have lipstick on my teeth?
Oh, Dr. Harris, thank God you're here. There she is.
So what's this, Sophia? I hear we're not feeling well.
What are you, a partner?
Where's the pain?
My heart.
Show me where.
Here. You hungry? You want some food? We got a lot left over. Dorothy, fix him a plate.
Later, Ma.
Breathe normally.
Later I could be dead. I won't know whether he liked it.
Sophia, please. I can't hear. And I ate at my mother's.
What did you eat?
Krepla.
You Jewish?
Right now. Relax.
How come so many doctors are Jewish?
Because their mothers are. That hurt?
No, I'm singing rock and roll. Of course it hurts.
What did you have for dinner?
I didn't have any dinner.
All right. Tell me everything you ate today.
I don't know, a little of this, a little of that.
Wait a minute, she had the scongili.
And I saw her eat some sausages and peppers.
I saw her eat some fettuccine alfredo and fried mozzarella.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, and then this afternoon she had the cannelloni and the mushrooms with gorgonzola.
Bring him a plate of those. Those were great. Rose, go.
Oh, and the milk duds. Remember, you had those 2 boxes of milk duds.
Milk duds.
They're delicious. I love them. The trouble is they take out my dentures.
Sophia, I don't think you're having a heart attack. It's most likely a gallbladder attack brought on by overeating. Overeating, by the way, is a gross understatement for what you've described to me. You simply cannot go on eating like that at your age. You can't eat like that at any age.
But she didn't have a heart attack, you're absolutely sure.
I've got a portable EKG machine in the car. I'll double check, of course. But it doesn't seem like a heart attack. She's got classic gallbladder symptoms. A tenderness in the upper right quadrant, a slight discoloration of the whites of her eyes.
Try this and tell me you're not in heaven.
Sophia, I can't, really.
One bite, for God's sake.
Isn't it a little rude for him to be eating while she's having a heart attack?
She's not having a heart attack.
That's good.
Give me one of those.
Hide this stuff.
Where shall I hide it?
In your brassiere, Rose. Just throw it away.
I'm going to get the EKG machine. I'll be right back.
Well, I'll call the paramedics and tell them not to come.
Oh, thanks, Blanche.
Dorothy, is he single or what?
Or what?
Happily?
Happily.
Damn.
What a relief.
You're telling me. I thought I was a goner. It's incredible. You think you're dying. You feel death enter your body. A doctor comes, he says you're fine. You're ready to swim the English Channel.
I can't tell you how happy I am. I want you around for a long, long time.
They'll have to murder me. Though I must admit I was a little excited about seeing your father again.
Are you feeling okay?
I'll live. Listen, I'm sorry if I scared you.
Oh, honey, don't worry about it. I'm just thrilled that you're okay, and because I'm happy that, I'm your favorite.
What are you talking about, favorite?
You told me that I'm your favorite.
Please, what favorite? Are you kidding? I thought I was dying. Favorite?
Boy, what a night.
You said it. It sure makes you think.
Sure does.
About what?
our policy in Guatemala. About death, Rose.
Oh, death.
Are you prepared? Either of you, I mean, really prepared for death?
For somebody else's death, I have a stunning black dress.
Well, if I thought about it, the fact that I will die, then how can I take seriously most of the things I take seriously?
Like,
Like eating, for example. I mean, why starve myself to the point of thinness if I know that I could die tomorrow? I mean, why not eat the chocolate cake?
what chocolate cake?
Chocolate cake in the refrigerator.
You have a point, Dorothy. Here we are not eating chocolate cake, which we obviously adore, because we want to stay very thin and then drop dead. That's nuts.
We might be thin and stay alive.
But not forever, Rose. We're not going to stay alive forever. That's Dorothy's point. And when you're going to die in the end anyhow, what's it matter?
Yeah. I mean, what does it matter? If you know that you're going to end up dying anyway, you might as well do what you want to do.
Like having ice cream on the chocolate cake.
I knew someone who went to this fabulous restaurant in Paris and just had watercress for lunch because, she didn't want to gain weight. And then after lunch, she walked out of the restaurant and a gargoyle fell off the building, hit her on the head, and killed her. I mean, look at what her last meal was.
That is tragic. Just tragic. Here, honey, dig in.
Of course, it'll be just my luck. I'll eat, I'll gain 40 pounds, and live to be 90.
Me too, I'm healthy as a horse. Unfortunately, I'll wind up looking like one.
All it takes is one little dessert and my panties cut off my circulation.
I pass.
Me too.
I'm not touching that.
I mean, I put on 12 pounds just from dinner alone.
Let's go for a walk.
Right, burn it off.
Are you kidding? After what we ate, we'd have to walk to Canada.
Oh, Maldives. I love Canadian land.
with you forever so that I can see you, love you, and care for you. I feel magical when you are around me. I feel that there is a connection of the heart and soul. Your love gives me a fire that I can internally feel. Baby, say yes, you are the light of my life. My love will never change. Do you know what is a crazy thing for me now? It is spending time with you. I want to stay with you forever so that I can see you, love you, and care for you. I feel magical when you are around me. I feel that there is a connection of the heart and soul. have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. more.